Hello back, this is Algebra, and we're doing practice C today, section 2.4, which is about multiplication of real numbers. So let's start. First, find the product. Number one, we have two real numbers with different signs, so the product is negative. So 15 times 4.3, 15 times 4 is 60, 15 times 0.3 is 4.5. So this is minus 64.5. And one way to do it is you can do it on the side or use the calculator. Let's do this on the side as well, so you can see. So 3 times 5, first we do 3. 3 times 5 is 15, 5 and 1, we remember. 3 times 1 is 3, and the one we remember is 4. Then 4. 4 times 5 is 20. Now we move one digit here, right? 20, 0, and 2 we remember. 4 times 1 is 4, and 2, 6. Now we just add up these numbers. 4 plus 0 is 4, 6. And then we have one decimal point here, so one decimal point here, so it's 64.5. That's what we get here. And then because these two numbers have different signs, the product is minus or negative. Okay, number 2, the product is going to be negative, and this time let's use the calculator. So we have 7.6 times 2.5, that's 19. So minus 19 is the answer. For number 3, we have two real numbers with the same sign, so the product is plus, and then we have 3.1 times 11.4. This is 35.34. Number 4, we have two numbers with different signs. The product is negative, and then 6.25 times 9.1. We have 56.875. For number 5, we have two numbers with different signs. The product is negative. 11 and 66 cancel out by 11. So here we get 1. 11 divided by 11 is 1. 66 divided by 11 is 6. And then 5 times 6 is 30. So minus 30 is the answer for number 5. Number 6, we have two numbers with the same sign. The product is positive. 9 and 72 cancel out by 9. We get 9 divided by 9 is 1 here. And 72 divided by 9 is 8. 8 times 8 is 64. So plus 64 is number 6. Number 7, let's do first minus 9 times minus 3. Two numbers with different sign with same signs. The product is positive. 3 times 9 is 27 times minus 2.4. The product is going to be negative here, and we have 27 times 2.4, which is 64.8. Number 8, 4.2 times minus 3 is minus. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 4 is 12, so minus 12.6. Then times minus 5.1. The product is positive, and then 12.6 times 5.1. It's 64.26. Okay. Number 9. Here we can cancel out 3 with 3. 2 can cancel out with 4 by 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So we end up with, we have positive sign here and negative sign. That's negative. Then negative times negative is positive. So we end up with positive. And then here we have 1 times 15 is 15 times 1 is 15. So 15 on the top. And then on the bottom we have 1. Right? 15 can be written as 15 over 1. So 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. So this is 15 over 2. Or we can say this is 7 wholes. And then 7 times 2 is 14. And then there's 1 left here, 1/2. So 7 wholes and 1/2 is the answer for number 9. Number 10, here we can cancel out 5 and 5. 3 and 6 can cancel out by 3. So we have 1 here, right, 1 there, 1 there. And then 6 divided by 3 is 2. So we end up with plus and minus is minus, minus and plus is minus. So minus. And then 1 times 25 is 25. 25 times 1 is 25. So 25 from the top over. On the bottom we have 2 times 1 times 1, which is 2. Or this is minus 12 wholes and 1/2. Okay. Number 11. Here we can cancel out 5 and 5. And then 14 and 7 can cancel out by 7. So 1 here and 2 here. So we end up with, we have plus and minus, that's minus, minus and minus, plus. So here we have 2 times 3 is 6 times 1 is 6. So 6 on the top, over on the bottom we have, this is 4 over 1, right? So 1 times 1 times 1 is 1 or just 6. Okay. Number 12, here we can cancel out 5 and 5. We have 1 here, 1 there. We can cancel out 2 and 4 by 2. We have 1 there, 2 here. Then we can cancel out 6 and 9 by 3. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So we end up with 1 minus times minus is minus, plus, and then plus times minus is minus. And then here on the top we have 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. On the bottom we have 2 times 1 is 2. Times 2 is 4. So minus 3/4 is the answer for 12. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. So here we're just canceling out 5 and 5 cancel out by 5, just end up with 1s. And then 2 and 4 cancel out by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, here 1, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. And then 6 and 9 cancel out by 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2, 9 divided by 3 is 3. And then we're just multiplying out. 1 times 1 is 1, times 3 is 3, 2 times 1 is 2, times 2 is 4. Now we have 3 minuses. We know that minus times minus is plus, and then plus times minus is minus. Okay. Identify the property illustrated. The first one is the multiplicative property of minus 1, because when you're multiplying a number times with minus 1, you get the opposite of that number. For number 14, this is the associative property of multiplication. For number 15, 5 is the same here, but these change here. This is 3 over 5 times 4. Here we have 4 times 3.5. So this is the commutative property of multiplication. 16 through 18, find the product, justify your steps. This is 0. Why? Because any number times 0 is 0. That's easy one. 17. We can multiply 3.5 times 2. That's 7. And then 7 times 7 is 49. And then this negative sign here, negative 49. And then x times x is x squared. So minus 49x squared. Or let's do it step by step. So let's factor out first the numbers. So we have minus 7, and then times 3.5, and then times 2, and then we have this x, and then this x. Okay. So here, 3.5 times 2 is 7, times 7 is 49, and then minus 49, and x times x is x squared. So minus 49x squared. Okay. 18. So here we can cancel out 3 and 3. So we get 1s. 2 and 4 cancel out by 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And then here we have minus and minus sign. So when they multiply, you get plus. So the final answer is plus. And then here we have 1 times 5 is 5 over. Here we have 2 times 1 is 2 times 1 is 2. And then we have this x. Don't forget the x. So this is plus 5 over 2x. Or you can say this is 2 wholes and 1/2 x. Okay. Evaluate the expression when x equals minus 2.5 and y equals 1.2. 19 through 24. So let's do 19. We have 3 times x is minus 2.5 plus y is 1.2. So we end up with two numbers with different signs. So minus 3 times 2.5 is 3 times 5. 3 times 5 is 15. 5 and 1 we remember. 3 times 2 is 6 and 1 7. So, and there is one decimal point. So this is 7.5 minus 7.5, and then plus 1.2. This is minus 6.3. Okay, minus 6.3. 20, we have y, which is 1.2, then minus 5, and x is minus 2.5. So we have 1.2, and then minus 5 times minus 2.5 is plus, and then 5 times 2.5 is 12.5. Or 12.5 plus 1.5, 1.2 is 13.7. Okay, let's do it. Let's do 21. We have x, which is minus 2.5, times y, which is 1.2. And then we have minus 10.8. Here we have two numbers with different signs. So minus 2.5 times 1.2. 2.5 times 1.2, that's 3. So minus 3, and then minus 10.8, or this is minus 13.8. 22, we have 21.3, and then minus x is minus 2.5, minus 2.5 times y, which is 1.2. Have the 21.3, and then minus 2.5 times 1.2, that's 3. So we have minus 3 here, or this is 21.3 plus 3, or this is 24.3. 23, we have 4x plus 3y, 4 times x, which is minus 2.5, plus 3 times y is 1.2. 4 times 2.5 is 10, minus 10, so this is minus 10, plus 3 times 1.2 is 3.6, or this is 13.6. 24, we have 2.3 times y, which is 1.2, minus absolute value of minus x, so that is 2.5. So this whole thing here is going to be just 2.5. So 2.3 times 1.2 is 2.76, and then minus 2.5 is 0.26. Okay. 25, Lake Erie. The lowest point in Australia is Lake Erie. Its elevation is minus 12 meters. What is the elevation in feet? So minus 12 meters times, we have to get it in feet, and meters have to cancel out. So 1 meter has how many feet? 3.281. So minus and plus is minus, and then we have 12 times 3.281, which is 39.372. This is feet. Okay. 26, rock climbing wall. You're descending from the top of a 32-foot tall rock climbing wall at an average rate of minus 2.3 feet per minute. How many feet off the floor are you in 5 minutes? So 2.3 times 5, 2.3. Well, this is you're on the top of a 32-foot tall rock, so it's basically 32 feet minus, and then 2.3 feet times 5, or this is 32 minus. 2.3 times 5 is 11.5, and then 32 minus 11.5 is 20.5 feet. Okay, so how many feet off the floor are you in 5 minutes? 20.5 feet. How many feet off the floor are you in 10 minutes? Well, you have to subtract 11.5 of 20.5. So 20.5 minus 11.5, that's 9 feet. So in 10 minutes, you are 9 feet off the floor. Approximately when will you reach the ground? Well, you're descending 2.3 feet per minute. So at 10 minutes, you are at 9 feet. In 11 minutes, you're at 9 minus 2.3, or 6.7. At 12 minutes, you're at 6.7 minus 2.3, or 4.4. Almost there, right? At 13 minutes, you're 4.4 minus 2.3, or 2.1. And then at 14 minutes, you're at 2.1 minus 2.3, you're minus 0.2. So it's somewhere between 13 and 14 minutes when you reach 0, or you reach the ground. And the correct time, you can get it by, well, 2.3 feet. 2.3 feet times how many minutes to get to 9 feet? Or x is 9 over 2.3, 9 over 2.3. So it's 3.91 minutes more you need after 10 minutes to reach the ground. So it's going to be 13.91 minutes. So it's between 13 and 14 minutes, or exactly 13.91 minutes. Okay. All right. 27. Rainwater. Some people conserve water by collecting rainwater in barrels and using this water to water their vegetable gardens. A full 55-gallon water barrel gets a small leak and is losing water at an average rate of negative 0.03 gallon per hour. If it doesn't rain for 5 days, how much water is in the barrel after this time? So 55 gallon you start off with, and then minus, it's losing 0.03 gallons per hour, and then times 5 days. So 5 days, we have to convert 5 days into hours. So that's 5 times, each day has 24 hours. So this is the answer. So 55 minus, and then 0.03, the rate times 24 hours times 5 days, 3.6. 3.6 gallons we lost. So 3.6, 55 minus 3.6 is what? 51.4 gallons left in the barrel after this time. So 51.4. City population. In 2002, the population of the Buffalo, New York area was 1,163,000 people. So 1,163,000 people from, this is in 2002. So 2002. And then from 2002 to 2002, from 2000 to 2002, the average rate of change in population was about minus 6.3 thousand people per year. From 1990 to 2000, the average rate of change in population was about minus 3.5 thousand people per year. Find the population in 1990. Okay, so in 1990 we have to find, and then we know that from 1990 to 2000, the rate of change was minus 3.5. And then from 2000 to 2002, the rate of change was minus 6.3. And then in 2002, we end up with this many people. So in 1990, the answer, would it be greater or smaller than 1163? It's going to be greater. Why? Because it has to be something like, I don't know, 1300 or 1500. It's going to be much greater than this. Why? Because, well, from 1990 to 2000, we're losing 3.5 thousand people per year, right? And then from 2000 to 2002, even more, minus 6.3. And then we end up with 1163. So we have to start with a higher number. So basically we have to add up. And what are we adding? So to this number, 1163, we have to add the 2 years from 2000 to 2002. We have to add 2 years times this 6.3, the rate of population lost per year, and then plus 1990 to 2000, that's 10 years times 3.5. Okay, so this is 12.6, and then this is 35. And then when we add up these numbers, 1163 plus 12.6 plus 35, we end up with 1210.6. This is 1,000 people. Okay, that's the population in 1990, and you can see it's greater than 1163. Okay, this is population in 1990. Okay, all right, so that's all for today. Please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with your friends. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye-bye.